What's going on, everybody? It's your boy M.I. Sizzle back in the building with yet another YouTube video. Today we will be doing a quick learning a character. Today's edition is going to be Shaheen. So as you all know, Tekken 8 is coming up soon, and I thought maybe I'd do a little series on some of the characters that are going to be in Tekken 8 and how you can learn them kind of quickly, and you can kind of be practicing with maybe a character that you might have an interest in Tekken 8. Maybe you've seen some of the stuff that they have, and maybe you want to see, get a jump start on how you can be better with the character right here and now until you're able to get Tekken 8 in your hands, which won't be too long from right now, about a month out. So today we're going to be learning about Shaheen, how we can get good with Shaheen in a short period of time. And we're going to use our formula that we used before and we use with every character. And then we're going to take them into the game, into combat, and see how well we do. All right. So first and foremost, first thing we want to do, we want to set our bot up to blocking. We want to find out if our jabs are plus. So it's got a 1 jab that is plus, 2 jab, 0 on block. So we know that we can't use the 2 jab to start an offense or to apply pressure with advantage, but we do have a 1 jab that is plus. Next, we want to check and see if our 1-2 is how minus is our 1-2. It's -1, so we're going to use our 1-2, and we're going to find a mid that is -1 or -2 with possible follow-up behind it. And it's got to be our fast mid. So we're going to go for our generic down forward 1. Looks like he does have a generic down forward 1 that is -1. So this is going to be what we use. This and this are going to be basically our main tools for setting up our offense and to try to figure out what our opponent likes to do. This is what we're going to be using mostly to kind of gauge how our opponent plays, right? What they react to. Are they a swinger? Do they like to go backwards? Do they like to press you? We figure out a whole lot of information with just doing a 1-2 or down forward 1. And we want to gain advantage by starting our offense off with a jab anytime that we're possibly able to do so, just to put them on their back foot, right? The next thing we want to look for is, do they have generic moves? So they do have generic down back 1, which is a low 10 frame low jab. All right. They have down both kicks is the generic low kick, right? So has all of the generic tools that we need. Got a jab, a standard down forward 1, no follow-ups. So it's just going to be a poke all to itself. We got a standard down 4, but it's down both kicks, and we got a standard low jab. So we're doing very good in the realm of standardization. So we can play pretty basic Tekken fundamentals, and it should get us pretty far. All right, now we're going to find out, does our character have anything that gives them advantage besides the jab? Now, one move that we have that gives advantage, back 3. All right, it doesn't give advantage, but it's 0 on block. We want something that's going to actually give advantage, and I believe it's back 1. That's what it is. Okay, back 1 gives us an advantage. It's a mid, puts them into crouch, and it puts us at +2. So that means they try to come up. We have magic 4 that should interrupt anything that doesn't high crush. So that's good. We can do 4-1, and that will combo, or we can do 4-3. And we can get an even bigger combo off on counter hits. So that's something we can use as a counter hitting tool. Gain our advantage with this. Another thing we have that has an advantage is forward both kicks into down forward. Right? If you do that, it gives you a +1 frame advantage. It also leads us into our big mix-up. Right? We're going to get into our big mix-up in just a moment. But really, these are the things that we have as far as counter hitting tools. We got 4-1. which if on counter hit, it launches the opponent. But you have to do the 4-1. I don't think that on normal hit, I don't think that it we can just check and see on counter hit what'll happen. Put them on stand. I don't know if you'll be able to get anything. The way they have it set up, the only way you can get anything, it seems, is if you go ahead and maybe if you go ahead and commit to the 4-1. So kind of like in Tekken 8. So this actually would be a very good character to actually kind of use if you want to get used to doing counter hits and committing to counter hits. He actually is probably a pretty good character to use for that. All right, so we have that as our main situation that we're going to be setting up, right? We got down, back two, back one, which is going to put him in crouch, give us our frame advantage. All right, now let's kind of look at our lows, right? What kind of lows do we have? We got down 3, which is 0, which is peculiar, but I guess it's not a regular crouching low kick. It's not a normal low kick, which is normally negative. This is 0 and +4 if we press down forward and go into our stance. So that's going to be pretty useful. What else do we have? We've got down back 3 to 4, right? Down back 3, 4. So on counter hit, this is going to be guaranteed for a launch. All right, so that's going to be something that's useful in the future. And then we have down 4, which is +1, 19 frames, but it's +1. It does not crush. So that's going to be what we can use to gain advantage should our opponent try to stand on us too much and be looking at us trying to act hard body. We're going to run up and kick them right in the shins, all right? So those are going to be our low moves. Probably our best high crush is going to be this. I think that down back 4 is a high crush as well. Probably counter hit launcher. I don't know how we would be able to set it up without going into it. I ain't going to worry about it. We do know that this is going to be a high crush though. And it will launch if the opponent gets hit by it on counter hit at least. So keep that in mind. We're going to keep that in mind. All right, now the next thing we really want to look at is we have our lows. We have our quick mid. Got another little 14 frame poke with some range, but it's kind of negative. So we can use this at about range 2. We want to kind of play a little keep out. That should be a good use of down forward 4. Not really a tool we want to build offense around, but it is something we can use when we want to keep our opponent away for whatever reason. All right, next we want to deal with our big mix-up. So our big mix-up comes from this little stealth dash, right? You can do it by doing down, forward. And out of your stealth dash, you got 2, which is a mid, safe, -9. You got the 1, which is on counter hit, you get forward 2-4, or forward 2-3, right? You get 12 frames. So that's going to be pretty useful should somebody try to interrupt us, right? You can get that right there. Another good tool out of this is 3. The 3 is going to be a launcher. It's -11, I believe. -12, sorry. -12. You can also do that by just doing forward 3. But the reason you want to do it out of stance is because if you press both kicks, you have a low to mix it up with. And if you do 4, you have a low, which has a follow-up. And if that follow-up hits him on counter hit, it starts a combo, tail spins him, and you get a combo. So pretty good stuff here. Also, I'm pretty sure that trips on counter hit. Let's see. Yeah, that trips on counter hit. So basically, if you're able to counter hit somebody with this, you go right into a tail spin combo. Or if you hit them with the second part, I think it's also a tail spin combo. So pretty good stuff here. Pretty good stuff. That's what our big mix is going to be. Okay, so he does have a full crouch mix-up, which is going to be one of his mix-ups you can use, which is that, and then it goes into the stealth stance. So then you can mix up again after that. So if they try to stand up, you can go with the low if you delay it, um, or you could just do the 4 out of stealth stance, and I believe it's guaranteed. Also, you can hold down out of that stance, and it'll put you in the crouch. And if you think that they're going to stand up trying to block low, you could do a while standing 2, which is the other portion of the full crouch mix up, that right there. Or if you want to be a little bit more safe, you could do up forward 3. So that's going to be pretty much what his crouching, full crouch mix up game is going to be looking like. So he has a lot of threat from the crouching position. Now we got to figure out how can we get into it. Well, we have options out of this. So that's going to be one way. We can do it this way and go into it with frame advantage. Also, although this is not going to give us enough frame advantage to do anything, we can do this if they try to jab us. And then if we do this at 12 frames, it's going to beat anything because it's going to be 11 frames, right? And they're not going to have an 11 frame mid. So you'll be able to jab them out of any mids that they try. And you'll be able to do that low to escape any high moves they try to do to counter hit you out of doing your stealth. So that's something to keep in mind. And that's off of the forward, both kicks into stealth. So that's going to be a tool we can use to kind of approach. Speaking of approach, let's look at some other tools. So this covers a pretty good distance, you know, about 3 characters away. About 3 characters away, we can use that. What if we want to come in from afar? Well, we have forward 4, which is a armor move. Kind of reminds me of what's the name? Brian's forward 2. It is minus 11, but with the pushback on it, I mean, you might be safe from most characters. Probably Gigas might be able to punish you. So that's something to keep in mind. We can use that as an approaching tool if we think they're going to be swinging when we come in. If we think that they're not going to be swinging, we have while running 2, which is mid and +6. So that right there, while it's a little bit slower on startup, that can put us in the advantage, and it gives us puts us right in their faces mid, so it's going to make them stay there. That's going to be something that we can use. I think these are going to be pretty good, useful tools. So if we think they're going to block, we run up and do forward 2. If we think they're going to swing, we do forward 4. And if we think that, you know, we want to just gain some advantage, we're a little bit closer, we do forward, both kicks right into a mix-up, and it'll be right into our big mix-up. We'll have, you know, already settled in with our options there to cover what options we need. The next thing we want to know about is our Oki, right? All right, so the moves we have that hit on the ground are down 3. We've got down 4, down back 3, and full crouch down 3. All of these will hit on the ground if we were trying to hit our opponent. If we want to do a mid, we have back 4. So this is going to be a pretty good mid to use should we need anything. And of course we have, out of the stance, we have the down, we got both kicks. So all of these things are going to be something you can use to hit a person while they're on the ground. Pretty good tools to have in our arsenal. All right, so next what we're going to be looking at is his throw game, right? So his throw game consists of just generic throws, you know, 1 + 3 and 2 + 4. But also he has a down forward 1-4, right? And that is his both punches throw. All right, so that's going to be this right here. Back turn, maybe we can get some decent Oki off of that. All right, so if they try to stand up, you can hit them in the back with down back 2-4. which will make them want to stay on the ground, so we can use those Oki options, right? All right, so the other thing we want to do is, what are our whiff punishers? We got down forward 2, so if we step, down forward 2 is probably going to be a pretty good option. If they jab, we can step and do down forward 2. At about 2.3 distance away, we can probably do a hop kick, which is up forward 4. It's got fairly decent range on it. So we see a whiff from about 2 characters away. We can catch it with that hop kick, which is pretty good stuff. He also has an orbital, which we can use in our mix-up game from full crouch. We can use our orbital as a way to get safely mix somebody up for a combo, or possibly whiff punish with this if necessary. Speaking of punishers and whiff punishers, we want to look at our punishers from each frame. So he's got a 1-2. He's got 2-1. All right, and 2-1 is going to be 16 damage. 2-1 is going to be 17 damage, but it's only +2. Right? Then you got 1-2, which is going to be 16 damage, but it's +5. All right. Then at 11 frames, you got 4-1, which is +4 on hit, 28 damage. At 12 frames, you got forward 2-3, which is guaranteed high. Then you got down for 14 frames. You want to do down back 2-1, right? Which is a knockdown, guaranteed mid-high string. And then of course at 15, we got this right here, which is going to be our launcher, right? So anything after that, if it's in range, we're going to be launching it with that, all right? Anything out of range, we're going to be using down back 2-1, right? Now also, we can use that down back 2-1 as a mid punisher from a little closer in. If necessary, you can get these people punished with that if we don't want to commit to our hop kick. But anytime you're in range of this, you're in range of this. So it's probably better to just go with the hop kick if you can make that read. And then we have to get a combo rocking, right? So what do? We get a 50 damage combo. So let's say off of our hop kick, what are we going to do? All right, we got a hop kick, down 2, 3, 4, 53 damage. That's good enough. That's enough to make somebody not want to get hit by it. Because as I always say, you hit somebody with 50 damage, nobody wants to get hit with more than 50 damage. And pretty much that's it. All right, now that we have Shaheen's quick learning guide down pat, we're gonna go take it and test it in the real arena. All right, we're gonna go find out what it's like in the online arena when we go combat somebody with our fresh, quick learning Shaheen and see how well we do. All right, let's check it out.
Get ready for the next battle.
All right, so here we got some matches that I played. This first match is going to be like the third match that I had with Shaheen. And then we're going to look at about like 10 matches in, or 8 or 10 matches in, where we're going to see the difference in transitions. So here, I'm still trying to get my bearings in. I'm seeing what kind of player I'm dealing with. I noticed they immediately got counter hit, so we got somebody who's swinging, right? They going all in with their mix-ups. All right, they're going for big moves. So I'm looking to see how can I combat this, right? Obviously not efficient with the combos. Still getting used to punishment. Thought I was going to be able to get him, but ended up not being able to get him in the end. Got clipped. All right, so starting the match off. Okay, I know they like to swing. I'm checking them every single time they do something that's extra negative. Just because I know that they don't want to stay still for nothing, right? All right, keep checking them. Down 4-1. They finally checked me with my movement. All right, I'm using my jab And unfortunately, I get caught by the sway back. Now in a situation where it's like, okay, I need to see if I can draw this person into a counter hit or something. But end up that they put themselves in a bad situation where they're negative, and I was able to check them. All right, not ready for the Oki on that. You know, you see they're playing very aggressive, right? I catch on to the fact that they keep trying to swing in. Nice low parry. Probably sensed that I had dropped the combo and was going to continue with it. Nice interrupt. So right now you can see that I'm trying to like really get a feel for the character in battle. There's a lot of opportunities. I'm giving up a lot of damage. I noticed that this person not blocking them feet when it comes down to the end of the match. So now we're seeing, okay, I got them in the head. Let's see what they're doing. Got them whiffing a lot. Putting those frames on them. They bust out with the launcher, letting me know that they about their life. They already showed me that they wild, right? So now is my opportunity. Now I dropped the combo. Hopefully it doesn't cost me everything. You see, I'm trying to get them to. I'm trying to bait them out. I end up getting away with that one, but that was kind of sloppy gameplay right there. So then we got this match where it's about, maybe I want to say about 5 to 6 matches later, and I think you'll be able to see like it was about 4 matches later, right? So you'll be able to see like, oh, okay, I'm getting a little bit better at what's going on. This person always trying to come in, you know. So now I'm like, oh, okay, I got this person patterns down a little bit. Right? You can see I'm using more of the actual mix-ups into the game. Actually applying bigger mix-ups rather than just poking around. Right? Really using the character to their fullest extent at this point. Right? You'll notice I keep checking this person because I know they want to swing. Right? Now, not quite punishing like I could be, but I am constantly checking them, using this spacing to get them to whiff. But unfortunately, I'm trying to whiff punish too early and getting caught by a lot of counter hits coming in. Right now, I'm noticing they're not ducking the forward, down back 2-1. Unfortunate, didn't punish that. Might cost me the match. Oh, it does. Now, if I would have punished properly in a couple of them situations, wouldn't have lost that round. All right, caught me on the back, looking for him to do that crouch in 1. All right, so you see now, I'm kind of getting a little bit of an idea of what they like to do. I've been doing sidestep to down 3, so that sidestep into that hop kick was right on time, especially with the way I'm delaying my attacks. With those steps, I'm making it hard for them to really understand where I'm going to be at and when I'm going to be there. Right? But they are managing to ink out some stuff because I'm not paying attention to what they're doing. I'm too worried about what I'm doing. So, like that, messed up a good punish. Did a wild standing 4 where I should have been doing a 2. But now I'm goading them, right? Okay, you see I'm goading them into coming after me. And then I'm using that down 3 because it's 0 on hit, which means I have full range to move. Right? Not even at the negative, but I am in crouch. And now that I've goaded this person into running in, you notice that that flip kick was able to land, right? Once again, able to land because they are trying to make sure that they can get under moves, and they're trying to follow me in, right? Now I'll open up with my movement, and I allow the movement to be a tool to use against this person, right? Now they're still trying to swing because, they don't want to be dealing with all of this. They run in once again, get a combo. You kind of see how this goes, right? Like it's like, oh, okay. Once again, could have punished a little bit better. All right, they wasted their rage drive. They keep trying to swing. And ultimately, what ended up happening was that they just end up losing, really. I mean, at the end of the day, when it came down to it, we applied all of the techniques and the different moves that we learned, and we were able to come out on top just by doing a little bit of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And lo and behold, by the end of the night, I think I probably got a 10 piece on that person. Uh, and that was like the first 10 matches that I playing with Shaheen. So, hope this is some help to you. Hope it was of some benefit. If you haven't already, hit that like, that comment down below, and tell me, what characters you would like to see since Tekken 8 is on the way up. And maybe I can get those characters out to you so you can learn to pick up a new character in this game and then transition what you learn from this game to Tekken 8. And you'll have you another character under the belt. But with all that being said, that brings this video to a close. So you already know what it is, man. It's the realm of the real, where only the real can chill. Peace.